AIEThunderclese here, and welcome to my Assassination Rogue Guide for patch 4.0.1. The information in this guide will help you with your spec and rotation. This guide is just an overview on the things you should think about while speccing and playing your Assassination Rogue, and doesn't really get into any sort of theory crafting. However, this should get you off to a good start if you're scratching your head on what to do after the latest patch. Again, this information is accurate as of patch 4.0.1. It could become obsolete in later patches. Also, be sure to check out my other videos on my channel, AIEThunderclese. Okay, let's get started. First off, the talents interface looks a little bit different after the latest patch. Once you choose a specific spec, you are locked into it until you spend 31 points on it. You get some abilities right off the bat that you used to have to spend 41 points on in order to get, like Mutilate and Shadow Step. Each spec also has its own mastery ability. Since this is an assassination guide, we're going to choose Assassination. I'm not going to go into detail on what each ability does, but I will show you the ones that you generally should choose. The talents that we are going to choose are Coup de Grace, Lethality, Ruthlessness, Quickening, Puncturing Wounds, Vile Poisons, Cold Blood, Seal Fate, Murderous Intent, Overkill, Master Poisoner, Cut to the Chase, Venomous Wounds, and finally Vendetta. That leaves us with one filler point for Assassination. I chose to put this into Deadened Nerves in order to help out my raid healers. Some choose to put it into Deadly Brew. It's really all up to your personal preference and play style. You'll have 5 points left to put into other trees. You'll want to put those into Precision and Relentless Strikes. Now for Glyphs. I went with Glyph of Mutilate, Glyph of Rupture, and Glyph of Backstab for my prime glyphs. For my major glyphs, I chose Glyph of Fan of Knives, Cloak of Shadows, and Sprint. And then for minor glyphs, we have Glyph of Poisons, Glyph of Blurred Speed, and Glyph of Safe Fall. Other options you have here are Glyph of Vendetta or Kick, basically depending on your preferences and playstyle. So here we go with the rotation. Now you're going to want to come out of Stealth, which I did not do in this video, in order to get the Overkill buff. The next thing we want to do is get Slice and Dice going, and then get Rupture up. Now don't worry too much about getting 5 combo points for your finishers in this build. Once you have 4, go ahead and use those finishing moves. You're going to want to use Envenom as often as possible to keep its buff up and also to refresh your Slice and Dice. Once Rupture is about to fall off, start thinking about reapplying it with 4 or 5 combo points. You're going to want to keep Rupture up as much as possible to take advantage of Venomous Wounds. When you do build up to 5 combo points and you are due for an Envenom in your cycle, go ahead and hit Cold Blood and guarantee yourself a crit. Hunger for Blood is now gone, and it has been replaced with Vendetta. I would suggest using it on bosses in the cooldown phase. Typically using it whenever you decide to use Bloodlust or Heroism as a group, and your raid leader calls you to burn all your cooldowns. Once the mob you are fighting drops below 35%, stop using Mutilate and switch to Backstab to take advantage of Murderous Intent. This will boost your energy regeneration and help your DPS when you're trying to finish off a boss. You'll see 2 timers going below my character. The top timer is Slice and Dice, and the bottom one is Rupture. I would suggest getting an add-on to track these 2 things. I use Power Auras for this purpose, but in the past I've also used add-ons like Event Horizon to track these things. Now you still need to worry about your expertise and hit rating caps. The expertise rating cap is 200, or 26 on your character info window. Your poison hit cap is as follows. If you have 3 points in precision, it is 289. 2 points in precision, 342. 1 point in precision, 394. And no points in precision means you need to have a hit cap rating of 446. While this means you will still miss some wide attacks, your special attacks will never miss, and your poisons will never be resisted. For weapon enchants, there is some talk that Mongoose is better than Berserking at this time, but this hasn't been confirmed yet. If you have stacked attack power gems for Assassination in the past, you're in good shape, because those gems have been converted to agility gems. You may consider matching your yellow and blue slots with agility/hit and agility/haste gems. Reforging has also been introduced in patch 4.0.1. Most rogues are converting stats such as crit strike into either haste or mastery rating. If you are significantly over the hit or expertise cap, convert some of those stats into something more usable for you. So there you have it. While there have been some major changes for rogues in 4.0.1, it isn't anything to freak out about. Overall, I think that they have made rogue a better class and have given us some new tricks to work with. Good luck, and I'll see you in Cataclysm.